Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Prison Architect. So in the last video, we had some nice stuff start making headway. We started up a couple new grants. We're working on the classroom grant right now, which I'm really excited about, since we actually are going to, hopefully, before too long, begin the classes. I think we have everything that we need for the classes. Someone tried to tunnel out, and now, because of that, we are working on our shakedown to make sure that no one escapes. But I have been informed by McPigfin that apparently what you can do is, if you go into materials, there we go. Okay, that's what I missed. For $20, you can remove tunnels, so we need to get rid of that. Once that's gone, this should actually be a usable cell once more. So that'll be a very, very good thing to get set up there. In the meantime, speaking of all the prisoners that we are going to have in the cells, this is something that McPigfin was trying to suggest that I do for a long time. But I didn't quite fully understand it. He wants us to change everyone to maximum security prisoners. I thought that was just kind of accepting these guys into the prison. But no, it's actually making these guys into being one of those guys. I don't know if they'll actually go up into the high-risk spot. But how we do this, and I don't know if we'll do this for all of them, because this takes a little bit of time. Maybe... How about this? This is something that I'll probably do off-screen after the recording, because this isn't going to be fun watching me select this for, like, 30 prisoners. But what you actually do is, you want to click on the prisoner's security status right there, and change them all to maximum. That'll actually go ahead and give them... See, let's look at Duncan Bray. That'll give him this nice, cool little, like, dark orange outfit, instead of the yellow one that I had before. What is the minimum one? Let's look at that. Oh, so it's like a gray. Okay, that's pretty cool. But we're gonna keep them all at max, because apparently... max security prisoners give you more money. So what was that dude's name? I wanted to check his name. Bray. Something Bray. Duncan Bray. Is he moved up top now? Yes, he is! There he is right there. So yeah, that actually does move those security, or that does move the prisoners up top. So that's actually pretty interesting. In the meantime, let's go ahead and check those grants once again. We are pretty low on money, and I would like to get to the point where we're going to start accepting a prisoner intake once again. But of course, as I mentioned in the past, we're actually probably not going to really work on any of that until we actually, until we actually get the next grant finished. The one for cell block B. Basically, we don't want more prisoners until we have enough room for them, and obviously those cell blocks will help both for giving us all the extra money we might need, and to be able to house the prisoners before accepting more, because that would just be foolish. I do not know why I was playing on slow time there. So let's actually see. Seeing as we are actually doing the shakedowns right now, might as well actually go ahead and check all and do some of these guys for the time being, because I don't know if there's a hell of a lot for us to work on right now, because we actually do want to go ahead and keep on saving money right now, so we can actually afford all those cells. Too bad for us, we actually can't work on any grants at the time being, and I don't want to do bureaucracy later. I mean, right now either. We actually did finish offshore tax havens, so that is freaking amazing! Apparently that's the only other one of those tax relief things that we could do, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I'll be sad to see those go. So I guess we're actually getting pretty close to being done with bureaucracy. We finished our scan of the prison, or checking everything out, so that's pretty good as well. We're at like over $600. And look at that! I don't know if that cash flow change actually was due to us changing all these prisoners to maximum security, but we're gaining a lot more cash per day now. At least I'm pretty sure when this video started it was at 2,000, now it's at 2,500. So we've at least gained quite a lot. And if that keeps on coming, that'll be very good for us, because that'll help us be able to work towards the food grant. Yeah, because that's another thing that I was informed of as well. Apparently I was correct about the serve 3 high variety meals in one day. That does mean that you have to serve 3 of those meals, within 1 day for 2 days. So we'll need to have like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which obviously means that we'll have to go ahead and change our regimen to actually complete that one. We'll probably just have like an extra meal, maybe at 9 AM, I think? That would probably be good. We don't need to have a really, really long meal. But we're not going to work on that, at least until we finish the low variety. Because, you know, we're starting the low variety right now anyways. We're already in that. We're getting to work on it here. Might as well just let it go. So, yeah, there's our people doing all of that. God, I've got this really weird pain on my bottom lip. It's kind of messing with my talking, I feel. Because it's like really distracting me. It's like I bit my bottom right lip or something, but really that doesn't matter at all. Let's go ahead and actually work. Do we want to get the cells next, or we could actually go ahead and plan on doing some CCTV stuff, because that's something that I actually really would like to get into works, because there's a lot of rooms that we aren't able to actually examine in our prison. It might be nice to put one inside the staff room, even though there's clearly a lot of staff members chilling in there a lot of the time, but still might be nice to actually have people chilling there. What is up with this dog? This dog is like freaking out. He keeps trying to exit the room. That's kind of bizarre. Did this guy just like throw up or something? I don't know, whatever. Let's go ahead and get these the rest of these cells up and running. Did I give them stone walls? It doesn't look like they've had tile flooring or anything, so let's go ahead and put some concrete tiling here. That's obviously gonna cost a hell of a lot, but now we're over 2,000 right now, and it looks like all of them are fully set up. No, these ones need toilets, okay, and doors. They actually don't have doors either, so let's get the doors first, because those are more expensive. No, I do not want a door right there. Right click to cancel hue. Door. And then, some remaining toilets as well. And then once those are set up, we're gonna be pretty close to 50. But there is still gonna be quite a ways to go before we'll completely, accomplish that. So, it'll be a thing that'll be moving, but moving a little bit slowly. But that's actually perfectly a-okay for us as we keep on making these dudes into, well, look at this guy. I like his haircut. Stephen, Tothill. He's got a lot of years left. Arson. You get 19 years for arson. Really? Interesting. I actually never would have guessed. I suppose that makes sense, but that's a lot of years. That's a lot of years. If there's one thing that this game could do successfully, it's pretty much scare you away from ever wanting to commit any crimes or anything like that. Because the life in here would suck like hell. This guy's also got a pretty damn cool haircut. He's almost done. Possession, 3 years. Almost out here. But of course he's still gonna be with us for a while. I don't know if we've actually had any inmates actually leave the prison so far, because obviously it's one of those things where that like three years is both a hell of a lot of time, but also not very much in the context of this game, because days go by so freaking quickly. So let's actually go ahead and keep this one going down. We might actually want to have like one prison worth blocked there, so we can have, you know what, yeah, let's do that. We're actually at this point we're going to, because do the walls match up nicely? No, they do not. Okay. Well, that doesn't really matter, actually, to be completely honest. Let's go ahead and leave the opening right there. It'll be 2 blocks of space worth. Basically, we're just doing that to set it up so that if someone needs to go from, like, this walkway to that side, they could just go through that little passageway. Maybe that even means that we can, in the future, set up a patrol in a really nice way like that. Like, yeah, let's actually go ahead and separate that patrol and separate that patrol. Those will be 2 individual patrols, but then now we can actually combine those into one. I don't know if that's a smart way to do that, but it'll be a... I feel like that'll be a cool way of handling it, you know? The guards walking all around that area, sniffing everything up. And exactly like that. It's gonna be the guards who are sniffing everything up. The dogs that we use? Nah, they're not gonna do anything anymore. It's all gonna be the dogs. Oh god, that is freaking expensive. Well, there goes a lot, oh no. Oh no! Minus that for the brick. What did I build with the brick? Why are we in negative money? I don't like that. That makes me sad. I hate being negative money. What did we spend with brick? I don't know, whatever. We got a really big cash flow going, and apparently it's only going to get bigger and bigger with selecting all these guys to maximum security. That actually really is a thing we should have done long ago. I hope there isn't any negative implications with making these guys. Oh god, computer's lagging out apparently. Okay, there we go. I don't know if there's any, like, negative stuff that occurs when we make all these guys maximum security, but sure is giving us a lot more cash flow. That guy's got a nice bandana. So I really hope it isn't, because that'd be freaking glorious. Suck it, dude! Suck it! We got your cigarettes! Hopefully he's gonna be punished now. Looks like we got that dude's ones as well. We also, speaking of stuff that costs a lot of money, we do also really need to go ahead and set into motion getting some frickin' what are they called? Getting some metal detectors in our base or in our prison. Because obviously not having those, imagine all the stuff that people might be sneaking in to start attacking us or try to actually break out. Doesn't look like anyone's trying to break out right now, and that is actually freaking awesome for us because now we could go rooms and create a hell of a lot more cells. Yep, we definitely have, definitely can get those things set up. And with those guards on patrol, hopefully that means we'll also be watching that area a lot. That's part of why we need that CCTV so much. Because, I would prefer to handle it mainly with having a lot of guards on patrol, but it's also one of those things where we need eyes on everything. So, the more CCTV we could get, the better. Nice unibrow, buddy. Damn. I am the damn. The weird guy there. That guy's also pretty funny too. What is damn situation? 20 years for aggravated burglary. Nice. Interesting. So let's go ahead and actually pull down our thingamajig right here now. We're actually at 43, so we're pretty damn close. We only need 7 more. So let's actually go ahead and set up the space for those 7 prisons. Actually, ooh, us changing the setup with putting that wall there will work really nicely because now that's gonna leave 2 blocks of room for that one, and then we could just have from here on out start with 2x3 cell patterns, or like that much room in each cell. So it's gonna look really nice now. I think that's a really good way for us to start transitioning with it. Too bad it also couldn't have transitioned with it on this side, but I think it's very important that we actually did start that transition and kind of leave behind our previous goal of making 3x3 cells, because they're nice and all, but I think I've definitely kind of come to learn that they are not at all worth it. But man, getting $6,000 each day to this cash flow, that's so much money. Holy cow. We are gonna be able to finish these cells in no time. Man, oh man. This is actually one thing that I was thinking about more. The more and more I play this game, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am definitely, I actually think at this point, without a doubt, this game is much easier than RimWorld. I'm not saying it's any better or worse than RimWorld, because they're both freaking goddamn amazing games, and I love them both. But when I first played this game, I actually was like, man, this game is a lot more difficult than RimWorld. But I think actually it was much more on the lines of me being really overwhelmed by everything that was happening, because there's this game, personally, I feel like this game could use a slightly better tutorial, because there's so much the game does not teach you in the tutorial. I don't even think it brings up the report system, or, like, anything in the reports. It didn't even mention grants, and grants are one of the most important things to, at least starting off a new prison. Oh, okay, someone is trying to escape. Can't let that happen, so, you know what, let's just do a shakedown right— well, they're all sleeping. Oh my god, that's a dummy! There's a dummy in that bed! One person escaped because he made a dummy of himself! Oh! No! What a smart man! Okay, we need metal detectors. Let's get metal detectors as soon as we can. I can't believe someone actually got out, and that severely lowered the amount of cash we're getting today. That is very unfortunate. Sneaky Sneaky prisoner. So let's get rid of that. Is there any other... I mean, it's obviously that guy, because he's got the dummy. And apparently there's a job in progress with the dummy now. I don't know if that's because I, like, selected it. That is such a funny looking thing. It's like a basketball with a face on it. I like that. Well, we just let an evil man escape, so that's not good for us, but whatever. People will just have to deal with it. Hopefully he wasn't too bad. That's probably a bad thing to kind of hope for, but... Oh, shoot, get rid of that bed. But what can I say? What can I say? I done gone messed up. I'm so bad at this game. It's funny that like, while I'm saying, oh, hoop de derp, this game is easier than RimWorld, I make, like, oh, God, okay, there's the rest of it. I make a really, really stupid mistake. Is that the same room that had the tunnel? What is up with that? Okay, so people are gonna get rid of that. Now that guy can't actually even be in that cell anymore, but obviously that's a good thing. Get rid of that tunnel, mates. Gotta get rid of it. Actually, okay, that's a good cell now that the exit hole has actually been removed, so that's nice. Good to get that functioning well again. But yeah, basically, like, the only reason why I think this game actually is more like easier than more difficult than RimWorld starting off is just that there's so much to this game, you know? And there is obviously a hell of a lot to RimWorld as well, seeing as they both are very, very complex games. But this one has, it has so much that it, like, forces you into immediately, and you do have the frickin' to-do list, but I think that RimWorld's little selective thing on the right side of the screen is a little bit better at kind of, like, tutorializing the game, telling you what exactly you need, while this one is more just like, hey, here's your prison and kind of get started, you know? Obviously there's nothing wrong with that, very different kinds of gameplay. But I'm actually very interested in, I find myself being a guy who's very, very interested in what goes into, like, game design and stuff like that. Not just game design, but also, like, film as well. Let's go ahead and do a shakedown since we had an escapee last night. But what goes into, like, creating, like, films and video games, any kind of media, all that kind of thing really fascinates me. So it's always something that I like to always, think about and compare, especially when there's, like, two games that I play a ton of like, a hell of a lot, and I love them both, very, very dearly because they are frickin' awesome games. Okay, we found a lot of stuff this day. I shouldn't have passed up the last day. If we checked them, the previous day, we totally would have actually, prevented that guy from escaping. I'm almost certain. I actually, the only reason why I didn't do the shakedown this past day is because I thought, I didn't say this out loud, but I was kind of thinking to myself, you know what, we don't need to do a shakedown daily anymore. We could do it like once every other day. Clearly that was an unbelievable mistake on my part. And the funny thing too, if this is a real prison, like in real life, and a warden was like, no, we don't need to do a shakedown today. We'll just pass. The prisoners have been good enough. I would be like, dude, shut the hell up and check on those prisoners, because obviously they're probably planning something diabolical. I don't understand why there are these freaking crates in here. That's kind of weird. Hello, my good sir, Mr. Duncan Ellison. You could go ahead and become high security so we could get more cash. Some of this red-headed dude. There we go. Then what else is there to do? We need to add a couple more doors. We're almost to the point where we've completely got those. I think it'll just be 2 more cash flows until we've completed those rooms, and then that'll be cell block B completed. So not only will that be awesome because we can move on to another grant, but that is going to be all of the big bucks for us. We are going to be filthy rich. Have the classes even started? That's the thing that I don't really like right now. How do we frickin' get the education reform started? I know it was in the program. Let me see. Foundation education program start. All rooms booked. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means, so I'll have to try to figure that out later. Or if any of you out there know, that assistance would be greatly appreciated. Once this one's done, I think actually our cash flow is probably good enough that we could go ahead and change the meal thing. So, serve a single low-quality, low-variety meal for 2 days. Does that mean we only serve them 1 meal per day, or does one of those meals just have to be low for both? If that's the case, I'm pretty sure we've done that before. So actually, I think that's the game telling you that, yo, if you're going to do that, you only can serve 1 meal that day, which is kind of awful, but you know what? Let's try to get it. So 1 p.m. through 2 p.m., that'll obviously be that one. If we're going to go ahead and go for one of those 2 things, I think we should go for the one that is going to, let's make that free time for now then. Remember, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. So these guys are only going to get 1 meal per day for 2 days, and it's going to be low variety and low quality. But I'm pretty sure by now that that's actually what is required for the grant. Someone is trying to dig out over here as well. Are these are concrete tiles not the right floors? Maybe it needs to be that. Maybe it needs to be concrete floor. So let's actually go ahead and swap that room at least to concrete floor because someone's already trying to dig out of that. Go ahead and go to materials and let's remove this jerkwad's tunnel there. Oh, shoot! Oh my god, that's a massive tunnel. No! Everyone's trying to tunnel out! How did I miss this? We need to get rid of all of that! That's also ruining the cells, so people can't use the cells anymore. We actually can't even afford it! Oh god. Destroy the underground railroads they're building! Actually, that's probably like a very insensitive way to word that, especially seeing as it's a frickin' prison. We need to destroy their access out of here, because we totally do not want them doing that. We need to get that grant, and it's gonna be, like, impossible to get the grant if we can't actually, fit rooms for the guys. You know what? Here, we're even gonna do this. We're going to mark all of those to be cells. That means, I don't know if we'll finish the grant. Yes, okay, we finished the grant right now. That means we have enough to put down the floors, so let's actually mark the floors, at this point in the game. Can you not put concrete floor down until there's, like, concrete tiling or something? Because, yeah, I guess you can only put concrete floor on concrete tiles. I hate to say it then, but I think that's going to be a lot of our expenses right now. I don't know how valuable. I can't believe we have 3x4 prisons, too. That was absolutely ridiculous of me. This is gonna cost a lot of that grant money that we just got, but I think it's actually gonna be well worth it, especially if this prevents people from tunneling out. Hopefully it's not just me wasting cash. And that didn't bring us too low, actually. I'm perfectly fine with that. We could use the rest of the money to actually go ahead and keep on increasing this. First, though, let's actually buy a couple additional staff members. I think Workmen 15 is perfectly okay. Let's get some more armored guards. That's what I would like. So let's get, one. Oh, wait, Max hired already. Let me see. Each armored guard requires his own locker in the armory. Okay, so that means that's because we've got those 2 No, those are lockers. Okay, so we need to add a lot more lockers. We actually don't even have enough for them. So let's put down 5. We won't get that many armored guards yet, but since armored guards is so freaking good, let's actually go ahead and get, we'll get 2 more armored guards. Just so we can work towards having one of them patrolling at a time to make sure that we, have, like, all of our people working efficiently and effectively. So now there's that tunnel, that'll be destroyed as well. Let's go ahead and work on deployment so we can get the patrols for those armored guards set up. There's one there. I think that means then we should ixnay that man and change him to an armored guard. And then what else would be good? We could put an armored guard down below, but I don't think that's entirely necessary. Let's ixnay that one as well and do that. And you know what? Actually, we have so many guards. We probably should have them patrolling as well. So I don't know if it's a dumb idea. In this hallway, that's a hallway where I think we should have a guard as well. And then let's actually also add a couple more little puppies into our kennel because I think we should get a couple more because it looks like we're actually not oh, one of them is tired. Do they have specific beds for them then? Do dogs not share kennels? Because why isn't that one resting if it's tired? Either he's glitched out, or dogs have specific kennels, and so if you have more dogs than you have kennels, you actually cannot, have they actually won't rest, which obviously would be a bad thing. So let's go ahead and get a dog handler. We have 6 kennels and 6 dogs. I feel like that should be enough. Whatever. Let's add 3 more. That might be a little bit too much, but you know, I feel good about having that amount. In fact, maybe we should add 1 more armored guard just so we have them maxed out. Yeah, let's get 1 more of those dudes. That means we're almost completely out of cash, but we've got a lot more grants that we can handle. So let's see. Cell block C is now 1. I would love to do that. That one is, of course, 100 cells. Looks like we are getting less and less money per one of those, though, so that's unfortunate. Long-term investments is also back up, so we could go ahead and do that, especially since we've got 2 other grants in progress. Let me see. Increase the size of your security force, unlock body armor through bureaucracy, unlock tasers through bureaucracy, build a CCTV monitor. I think this is what we're gonna do. Because that one's gonna give us a shit ton of cash. And most of those are unlocked. Yep, all we need is a CCTV monitor and putting up CCTV cameras. So let's see, that comes from utility. Okay, cool. So let's actually go ahead and put the monitor in the armory. I think, or actually, wait, is this that's the office, but not the security chief's office. Yeah, if that's the case, I think it makes the most sense to put the CCTV monitors in the armory. I don't know if that would actually be a good spot for them, but, you know, it makes the most sense to me. And then where, do we want CCTV? Definitely would be a good idea to have one in that room. Probably also there. Basically, let's put one in all of the major rooms of the prison. That means we won't need people patrolling, but I think I kind of still want people patrolling. Then we'll put one in each of those corners. One of them right about there. There! Obviously, these things are going to be quite pricey, but I think it will be worth it. One there, and then one there, and then the other one, it went on the other corner? No, it just went right about there. So, bada bing, bada boom. That'll be a good setup for that, I think. Even if the CTV there won't be attached to a wall, necessarily, that'll actually be okay for it. So yeah, that's gonna be... Oh my god, that actually already finished the grant for us? I love grants. Grants are like my favorite thing in this game. They are amazing. Okay. Acclimatization. And engagement. Assign 3 prisoners to work in the laundry, assign 3 to work in the kitchen, and some to cleaning the cupboard. Okay, so that is actually a very, very important thing. This is going to do the manual labor for our people, which is something that I really should have worked on before. And I think that actually is much more important than the others, especially since that'll give us a lot of cash. See, this is the thing that I'm talking about this game, why I think this game is, a great deal easier than RimWorld. Once you actually understand all the controls and all that, all it is basically management. All it is managing things. Well, RimWorld does a lot more of, like, throwing really harrowing, like, incredibly hard, like, scary odds, against the player. So let's actually see. Oh, shoot, is everything gonna cost more now? No, that's, okay. So this one is just gonna cost more. I kind of would prefer to get that one, too, though, unfortunately, because I like that it's to the right. Means we could start pushing out the prison to the right as well. Let's go ahead and get that one. That'll obviously take away a ton of our cash, but we've still got a lot to spend. And of course that does a big ol' upgrade to our base. Once we get the prison finished working its way down, then of course we'll have to build the fence before selling it, and then continue building this whole prison setup to the left. But yeah. Of course, I think Prison Architect would actually be, at least as difficult as RimWorld if you, like, did something like setting up personal challenges for yourself. That's something that would be pretty damn badass. And maybe we'll actually get to the point where we do that ourselves. Like, make it a thing where you can never turn off prisoner intake, where you can, like, never set your prisoners to maximum security for those money benefits. Like, basically, if you did a lot of small things to make the game a bit more of a challenge and stuff like that. So, let's, in the meantime, get some more of these things set up. Let's actually go ahead. We haven't done cloning yet. And I think that that would actually definitely be a smart way to do this, since it will keep things fast, keep things quick, keep things secret, and keep them safe. So let's go ahead and set you up. Actually, no, we probably don't need to cover up that much space. Let's just do it like that. Yeah, because then we could just do it like that. Then the wall's already set up, so we could do it like that, that. Oh my god, this is so much nicer. Just makes it so much quicker. That's really awesome. Then do it like here. Actually, we could probably just cover that much and go bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, Phil fam, jabba wabba, hilly ding dong do dong day. In fact, I think now that I see that that's set up like that, I kind of actually would prefer to get rid of the CCTV and move it right up there, so it actually is like connected to a wall. I think CCTV will look nicer when they're connected to walls. Oh shoot, they need direct power, don't they? Oh no, you need more monitors? No. Okay, need a monitor. Monitors need direct power. So let's get that set up. That'll just go down like that. That'll be enough to give it a nice, easy power source. And then that'll actually fully power that room, because apparently that bottom right corner doesn't have enough power. Starting to run low on cash again, but of course we've got all these grants that we could work on. It shouldn't be too hard to complete those. Apparently the nutrition one is 18% for that. I don't know why it's taking so long. Oh man, that also worries me, because I really feel like we should be feeding our people 2 meals per day. And apparently we're starting to actually go down on cash. We're not gaining nearly as much cash as we were once before. But you know what? I think it's time to open high-risk security prisoners again. We actually are going to finish off this episode right now, but in 2 hours we're going to get another intake of people coming in. We definitely have enough room, because we're going to be able to build a lot more cells rather quickly, and then we also still have the holding cell built and ready for people to come on in and chill in and stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.